Happy New Year, everyone. This is my mayor's vision for 2018. We live in a great community and tremendous opportunities in many significant areas as we head into the new year. I wish to share my vision as to these areas that we need to focus on in the coming year. We are a new city in so many ways and are experiencing growing pains that come with such rapid growth. With growth comes necessary changes, and change can be tough. Many residents may not even be aware that Victoria will become the largest city in Carver County in terms of land. In time, our city will grow in both geographic size and population, and that future will become our new reality. We need to begin to set up the foundation for today for that inevitable future. We owe it to the many new members of our community who have chosen to move here to raise their families, along with all the families that have been here for generations. They all deserve our best efforts to tackle the numerous challenges we face today. Challenges such as downtown parking, commercial development strategies, road improvements, pedestrian safety, the 13.5 acres, which is the land beside the Dairy Queen, a grocery store, senior housing, connecting our trails, real transparency, meaningful public input into the decision-making process, and a sound physical foundation and foresight to pay for what is needed today and into the future. First, a quick review of 2017. Even though there were some difficult conversations and meetings this year, the council still took care of all business brought before it. We moved forward in purchasing the Wasserman property for a future park, approved numerous housing and commercial developments, along with beginning to move forward with additional parking down Stagger Lake Lane that will connect the downtown core with the commercial area east of the core. This has the potential of opening new opportunities for further commercial development. We also made progress on making safety improvements for 5 crosswalks and are actively working towards a solution to the Zumbra Lake flooding issue. Late in the year, we created a water quality committee that will be filled primarily by people selected by the residents themselves instead of solely by the council. For 2018 and into the future, I envision the following, but more importantly, I want to hear from you on these points. Tax base. Our tax revenues come almost exclusively from residential property owners. As the city develops, it will become important to diversify the tax base in bringing in new commercial opportunities. The city of Chaska has designated an area south of Victoria to mixed-use build-out. This provides the city of Victoria an incredible opportunity to realize commercial development on nearby property in Victoria and through annexation parts of Laketown Township. This will take planning, and we will need to begin to set aside money now to minimize these future costs. Parks and trails. Fully connected trail system must be a priority for the council. It will create more opportunities for our residents to live a healthy, active lifestyle, while also providing safety improvements for both pedestrians and cyclists. A grocery store. The loss of Victoria Market was a blow to those who shop there, and the building remains vacant. We need to continue to look at options for a grocery store here in Victoria. Commercial development. A bustling downtown with shops and restaurants with plenty of parking close to where people want to shop or eat. Our downtown is small and geographically confined. We need to reassess where and how people will enjoy the entrepreneurial spirit and corporate resources of the folks who operate businesses here. Downtown parking. We need to create a parking plan without putting the burden solely on the homeowners. We will put forward options that don't rely exclusively on the homeowners for costs. The 13.5 acres, again, behind the Dairy Queen. The city-owned property on the corner of County Road 11 and County Road 5 provides us with an incredible opportunity. Though there are a diverse set of opinions as to what should be developed there and who will develop and pay for it, I will encourage smart, low cost to the taxpayer solutions that may address our desire for more diverse housing and commercial spaces and a potential grocery store. Comprehensive plan. How we create our comprehensive plan should be uniquely Victorian. We are obligated to adhere to certain aspects of growth according to the Metropolitan Council, but they were not elected and don't necessarily represent what we want or need here in Victoria. Our comprehensive plan needs to reflect us and should reflect the perspectives of all residents and not just a select few. Operating costs. We need to review our operating costs and determine where we can drive these costs down. Bonding. We need to stop bonding and begin putting money aside for projects that are coming our way. This includes trail connections, the Marsh Lake Road, Rolling Acres Road, Wasserman Park improvements, crosswalk improvements, and select roundabouts at key intersections. In order to tackle these challenges, I believe we also need to expose and end the influence that certain local special interests seem to have when it comes to council decisions over the past decade. The intentional open meeting law violations were just the symptoms of this influence and not the underlying problem. To end this influence, residents should know and understand the net effects that these previous council decisions have had on your checkbooks. To this end, my supporters and I will be fully examining past decisions so that you, the residents of Victoria, can have all the facts and make up your own mind. We feel it's important for residents to understand how past council decisions have directly affected your checkbook, and by understanding this past, we can make better decisions going forward in 2018 and beyond. Finally, we need to make changes down at City Hall. By setting up new policies, of which virtually none exist today, and then enforcing these policies at City Hall, we can help ensure that the power and potential that you entrust the council will be used in a transparent, public, and fiscally responsible way. Here are some areas where policies will need to be created. 1, information must flow freely to all council members and the public. Policies in line with other cities on how the council agenda will be managed. Policies in line with other cities that assign council members to city committees each year. An advertising policy to prevent tax dollars from being spent without council oversight. Policy defining specific financial controls, checks, and balances to prevent potential abuse of taxpayer dollars. A policy directing people to the official city newspaper and not to other papers. Staff reports which are required to provide both sides of an issue. There are other policies, but these are just some of the samples that I plan to address in 2018. The growing pains will continue, but that will not stop me from fighting for you, the residents of Victoria. Together with your help and support, we can continue to grow and develop Victoria for the enjoyment of all today and for generations to come. I hope to see you at upcoming City Council meetings as your time and your schedules permit. They occur on the 2nd and the 4th Mondays of each month at 6:30. Happy New Year, and thank you for your time.